A program proposal for the homeless of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ABQ-HCH. Target population. As of 2018, more than 560,000 people are living in Albuquerque. Almost 50% of the people are Hispanic. Around 39% are white and 4% American Indian or Alaskan Native. And the poverty level is a little over 18%. According to a recent article in the Albuquerque Journal and a point-in-time count, as of 2019, there are over 1,500 homeless people in Albuquerque. What population of people does this affect? Everyone. Women, children, people with disabilities, seniors, the LGBTQ community, minority, ethnic groups, anyone really, any person is at risk at any time to potentially become homeless. No one knows what could happen in time, so people must keep an open mind and know that that's something that can affect anyone at any time. Ethical and moral considerations. The homeless can experience many different forms of trauma due to their circumstances. They may be subjected to violence, hunger, illness, or a traumatic experience. For example, people are often not very kind to them. They can also experience violence by being robbed because they're in vulnerable positions. They don't have a home. Another example of just being hungry constantly can be severely traumatic. And illnesses. There are people walking on the streets that have illnesses that need medical treatment, and because of the fact that they have no home and no resources, are unable to get help for that. Therefore, it is important that people who work with this population act with both sympathy and empathy, and they must leave their negative attitudes and biases aside. Does being homeless affect human development? Here are two professional perspectives. Erik Erikson. According to Erikson's psychosocial theory, humans live out their lives in stages. The idea is that each person's bodily modes work in combination with their psychological modality, contrary to the thoughts of his predecessor Freud, who theorized that psychosexual development ends at puberty. Erikson believed new experiences or other human influence could have an impact on growth and development all the way through death. Therefore, things like experiencing hunger or being cold could potentially lead to feelings of mistrust or holding resentment. Vygotsky's theory, which is sociocultural, was that a person's social circles and genetics help determine whether a human's cognitive and developmental growth is a healthy one. The life of a homeless person is one of despair and uncertainty, a culture that often experiences negative attitudes by their societal circles, especially from those that are not homeless, which could also bring heavy feelings of exclusion. Humans operate on lower and higher level functions. For children that are currently experiencing homelessness and not receiving the constant support that they need, this could potentially lead to things like trust issues or feelings of self-doubt or insecurity, feelings that could potentially stay with them throughout adulthood and even up until death. A possible solution: Albuquerque's Healthcare for the Homeless. They are a community-based program, and their goals are for every person that is homeless to have fair access to health care, inclusion, saving lives, advocating public policy, and first and foremost, to ensure that we put an end to homelessness for good. The Albuquerque Health Care for the Homeless is a community and government-funded program. The staff is a group of educated professionals working towards providing social justice for all. As of 2018, the Albuquerque Health Care for the Homeless has received almost $200,000 in funding through U.S. housing and development grants. They also pride themselves at being the voice for the homeless community when they're introducing new policies. For example, when trying to seek out new funding. They go above and beyond. Staff members not only work in their offices, they work outside looking for people who live on the streets. They go through embankments. There's pictures of them under bridges, providing medical assistance to the homeless, giving them food, bus passes, resources, just to help make sure that they can survive another day. And the ultimate goal is to provide permanent shelter for those that are homeless. An idea that could help bring more progress, possibly 24/7 emergency substations. Currently, Albuquerque Healthcare for the Homeless provides walk-in services, and the staff searches for the homeless on the streets to assist people. But they don't have access. A good idea may be to have an emergency substation, one that is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Then they could receive immediate help. Imagine being hungry or cold and not being able to have immediate assistance or not being able to have your needs met immediately. Those are where Vygotsky and both Erickson refer to as feelings of detachment. Homeless people that are homeless can often feel detached from society, and it's mostly because society is not accepting of who they are and how they are living. So, as I said, both Erickson and Vygotsky theorize that people must have their needs met to become whole and happy. So, by providing a place that is consistent and caring, maybe it could help them receive the instant gratification they deserve.